Good afternoon and welcome to the news conference combined with a presentation of the business from the board of directors of Gem4me Group, which was hosted on Monday, August 3rd of 2020. My name is Oleg Lupovetsky and I will be translating on behalf of all the speakers today. Valery Voschikov speaking. Good afternoon, dear colleagues and friends, and today we have a conference during which I will be discussing our latest news and developments as part of our major project. Let's begin by discussing our most recent release of August 5th, which featured all platforms with creation and opening voice messages and a simplified version of that for the iOS, updates to the welcome bot and management buttons, screen sharing from the web version, user interface button improvements during a call, a dark theme for MarketSpace, and correction of errors. While the iOS functionality was also improved as administrating group chats, and the Android version also received actions to messages via swiping, addition of a sharing button in a more obvious place within the application, and ability to highlight the text in the messages. While the web version also receives MarketSpace for it. Moreover, the next upcoming release of August 26th will also feature a bot translator for all platforms, improvements to voice messages, improvements and stabilization of group call functionality, ending a call functionality for all participants in a group chat, managing text size on all mobile applications, and correction of errors as well as refactoring. The iOS version will also receive sending files functionality, changes to the text color and in chats as we added more contrast, a list of participants in channels and adding 2 channels, while the web version will receive full screen mode for MarketSpace. In other news, I also wanted to discuss some current events for our shareholders depicting the continuous growth and improvement of our platform, as well as some concepts of making money in the modern world. Generally speaking, working for hire allows to comfortably support a household and all the average modern needs for a family. Working for hire was a very common and widespread notion up until late 1980s and allowed to earn more than compared to investing one's capital back then. The era of working for hire has now ended, and nowadays financial speculation, stock exchange, and entrepreneurship are taking over the world, as well as growing one's capital allowed for the whole economy to prosper. This is the modern economical situation. So what does it mean for an average citizen? Firstly, today the economy of flows is in the first place, and those entities that control the flow of digital trends of products and services as well as financial resources nowadays are dictating the economic situation in the world. Today, there are designated platforms for information flows, digital trends, commercial activity, and much more. Therefore, platforms that carry out this flow have an important role in the modern economy. We are living at the time when platforms are taking over the world and are completely changing it as well as modernizing it. Moreover, those who control any of these platforms earn the most amounts. That is where the economic term of revolution of platform is derived from. Follow the logic. As soon as major flows are generated and start having much more influence on the future outcomes, while technology is continuously improving and becoming more sophisticated with its capabilities, platforms are taking over the world and provide convenient changes to modern living. In our case, the platform that we are creating will provide a global commercial platform with a built-in messenger combining both financial and communication aspects of today, while those who own these platforms are benefiting from the tendency greatly. Moreover, our platform is also continuously growing in value, which is rather beneficial for our shareholders. And on this note, I would like to thank you for your time as I am now passing the word to Alexander Kachinovsky, the member of the board of directors of Gem4me Group, who will continue our conference today. Good afternoon, dear colleagues and friends, and today we have a conference during which we will discuss our business and all of the latest news regarding it. So let's get to the presentation of our business that will discuss its core notions, its future goals and perspectives, as well as current updates. Firstly, I wanted to discuss what we are doing and the new era of opportunities that we are now in. These changes may throw someone off of their path of development. However, any crisis like such is also an opportunity and a new chance to work even harder and find a way out of such a situation, emerging very much victorious. Moreover, today's situation is different from 2008 as everyone has simultaneously switched over to digital notions and are living online, spending practically all of their time living digitally, surrounded by IT products and technology. Our answer to the current situation in the world is our product, Gem4me Messenger, with its built-in commercial global MarketSpace platform. The Messenger portion provides the ability of uninterrupted communication via text, audio, video, streaming, screen sharing. You can also send any types of files and even start your own info channel. While MarketSpace also offers a simple and free creation of stores for one-time sales, for individual entrepreneurs, for small and medium-sized companies, for large companies, and you can do so in any country of the world. Moreover, we are introducing new functions to our application that will be used by hundreds of millions of users all over the world, while some will be shareholders of this application. The world has now changed the most it ever did in such a short period of time, and it will never be the same. Interest and demand towards digital applications and platforms meant for communicating and online commerce will grow rapidly. Consequently, their values will also grow. We are confident that Project Gem4me MarketSpace will enter the stage of rapid growth and major demand in the nearest time, and as a result, our project offers for those people who are looking for ways to earn in this rapidly changing world an opportunity. And current events is the fact that millions of users all over the world will be using our application, while some will own shares of it. Currently, we have more than 26,000 shareholders of MarketSpace, and all of those shareholders will receive profits from its sales. As our business is venture investments and creation of a modern messenger with global commercial and financial MarketSpace platform on amazing conditions for an investor, the ability to become a shareholder of a prospective IT company. This is a truly unique capability, as based on the examples of venture investments, the profitability margins on this market sector are simply astronomical, thousands and dozens of thousands % profitability. Such examples of profitability from venture projects of 21st century are well known and are in the news over the past decade or so, and here are the examples of known venture projects in our sector, the IT sector of the market. All these projects were also financed by someone and they generated profits for them. They also had investors, although the market of venture investments is very strict and secluded and is not available for common investors, and only investors with million-dollar investment amounts and more can participate in these projects. Furthermore, we are creating a global Gem4me platform that will connect merchants with consumers and will allow for them to effectively communicate with one another. The platform will allow to receive a large amount of information regarding the required products and services, reviews and ratings all in one place, which is very convenient and will save lots of valuable time. As a result, it will drastically increase the value of our MarketSpace platform. We are building an ecosystem, and when such ecosystems are purchased, it is not the IT code that is in its foundation, but rather the users with their information and behavioral patterns that cost the most. User information is highly expensive, while we are developing a platform with a wide range of functionalities which are essential for a large amount of users, which also leads to the services and products becoming less pricey on the platform and leads to more new users. A snowball effect of some sort. Additionally, all of these users exhibit their own individual behavioral patterns which are very valuable and only continue to increase in value nowadays. The application will be sold not at a certain time, but rather when the whole platform achieves a certain amount of users, services, and is completed. And we see our marketplace as a distinct advantage, and currently more and more people are making purchases online. And a marketplace is a service and a platform that is substituting e-commerce due to it being a universal block platform uniting merchants and buyers. It is a new concept of marketing offering bi-directional commerce, and the buyer holds real power due to his ability of making a choice. Moreover, the E-commerce Research Foundation found that marketplaces will conduct up to 50% of sales volumes in the nearest 4 years. And overall, marketplace is the next evolutionary step of e-commerce. Currently, a whole revolution of platforms is undergoing in the world, as these platforms are generating value for its users. The more users a platform has, the cheaper services on the platform are, which attracts even more users as a result of a snowball effect. Platforms don't produce any products themselves, but rather they simply unite and combine a large amount of people, which create value for the platform. Additionally, marketplace platforms generate very large monetary volumes and earnings for its users. For instance, Amazon charges 17% from each transaction, eBay charges 10 to 12%, and AliExpress charges annual rent fees per store hosted. Furthermore, our application also has its own uniqueness and advantages over other competitors on the market. Firstly, the dynamic of growth of users of our application has grown from 1 to 12 million of current users, as today we have 12,146,000 users of our application all over the world, and we are confident that this year the amount of users will grow drastically due to the completion of the technological development and launch of regional marketplaces all over the world. Moreover, another major depiction of our application's accomplishments is the fact that we conduct regular valuations of our application by independent auditing companies, and the most recent valuation of June 2020 totaled at $464 million. Our application has multiplied its value by 10 times over the course of 3 years as we continue moving towards attaining our major goals and introducing new functionality to it. Additionally, after extensive verifications and audits by European regulators, MarketSpace Solutions OU placed its Eurobond on the European branch of Nasdaq platform in June of 2019, and the bonds serve as a financial tool of a project by institutional and qualified investors who are willing to invest. Additionally, our main developer is Synesys, which is very well known in the IT world with its digital creations worth billions of dollars, some of which include the Viber Messenger and Playtika gaming platform. And lastly, one of the most important advantages of ours is the fact that we operate in a niche that only has 2 competitors, where apart from us is only the WeChat Messenger, which is limited to operating strictly within China, while our Gem4me platform can be used globally. The core advantage of ours is that we created a legal structure that allows for investors with minor amounts to participate in a major venture project. Our complicated and yet transparent legal structure in European Union is in accordance to all the laws and regulations, as well as we conduct monthly audits for the full protection of our shareholders. A few words regarding technological portion of the application. The core technological notions will be completed in 2020, while we are expecting to launch first 2 regional marketplaces in the United States and in Russia, with continuous introductions of new regions of the world thereafter shortly. Additionally, the recent release in August 5th also featured such powerful aspects as screen sharing on the web version and MarketSpace on the web version, while the release of August 26th will include the bot translation, a complete version of MarketSpace on the web, and managing text size on mobile platforms. One of the most important advantages of ours is the fact that we are not offering for you to finance a new product with unknown perspective, but rather we are offering for you to finance the continuance of development of the application that is already valued at $465 million and has already been installed by 12 million people all over the world. As the result, the year of 2020 will be the final year of creating our application. However, unfortunately, we cannot predict how much our application will be worth, although we can anticipate its value by monitoring the world's current events and comparing our application to other competitors as well as their values. On average, the value of a global messenger is about $30 billion, while marketplaces can be worth anywhere between $100 billion to $1 trillion. Thus, by developing not just a messenger but rather a messenger with a built-in marketplace, we are transferring to a much more valuable market sector. One of the brightest examples of such is the WeChat Messenger, where it was valued at $83.5 billion back in 2015, while recently Tencent, that owns the messenger, achieved market capitalization of about $400 billion, getting very close to Facebook in this regard. That is the major increase in value that a marketplace platform creates. With our project, you are able to become a co-owner of the world's second messenger with a built-in marketplace of a global scale. Another advantage of ours is our generous referral program that allows to receive earnings in monetary bonuses and in additional packages of shares on a daily basis if you are an active investor who helps promote our project. Our generous referral program is an essential part of our project as it allows for our partners to earn and receive great monetary rewards by helping promote our application. However, it is also very important to note that every venture project has its disadvantages and advantages. Each venture project is a risk, although the potential earnings that they can yield are very high. We are also unable to announce the exact timeframes for when the project will be completed. However, the generous referral program allows to earn while our project is being finalized. And lastly, we cannot guarantee profitability, although we can base our predictions on our competitors, as well as our application is already valued at $465 million, depicting that we are very much on the right path. As part of our generous referral program, each week we summarize the results of the earnings and work conducted by the partners and weekly earnings of those active partners. As you can see, the geography of those partners is widespread over the course of last week, and we had 43 partners from 9 countries with earnings of more than €1,000, 25 partners from 7 countries with more than €2,000, 9 partners from 6 countries with earnings of more than €5,000, 5 partners from 5 countries with more than €10,000, and 3 partners from 3 countries with earnings of more than €15,000 in a matter of just 1 week. And our top earning partner of last week earned €16,900. These are the profitability rates of our project for those partners who wish to earn not just when the project is finished and is sold, but also while it is being developed. Let's make these amounts more frequent over the course of this summer, and we are confident that this is the time when big amounts can be earned. In conclusion, not many tend to understand this, but this idea has a very deep meaning to it. As the world's best investor, Warren Buffett, had once said, "Best time to invest is when everyone else is not interested. It is impossible to succeed by buying what is already popular in demand." And lastly, the amount of shares depicting on the slide here are the amount of remaining shares, as it is continuously decreasing week by week, and we are on the final stretch with the technological development almost completed. As a reminder, our schedule of conferences for the following few weeks is also depicted on the slide here, and be sure to submit any questions you may have in order for the board of directors, developers, and marketers to prepare diligent answers. Moreover, our project has also grabbed attention in Poland and Indonesia, as their local medias are releasing some articles discussing our application and its latest features. This is very exciting to see new regions open and more users starting to use our application all over the world. Let's now continue our conference by discussing the latest promotions that are in effect for the next few months. The Cashback Promotion is still valid, where a partner can receive 5% cashback from his or her purchases when paying for a package using encrypted currency. The Maximized Advantages promotion for your advantage is still available and can be used, while the amount of complimentary shares will be decreasing continuously, as currently it contains 200 complimentary shares starting August 1st. While the Big Profits promotion, during which each purchase yields 30% more shares for buyers and sponsors than assumed by the marketing plan, is also still valid. Don't forget about our CCA10 Powerful Surrounding promotion, which is also still available, although the board of directors can end it at any time based on the remaining amount of shares. It is very profound and is available for use, and it will be receiving a small amount of shares starting August 1st. Moreover, the prices of shares are also growing, as well as complimentary shares will also be decreasing 4 times each month as well. Be sure to familiarize yourself with this table in order to stay informed of the latest developments in this regard. Additionally, this table depicts the newly introduced system until November 1st, as well as all of the promotions are also depicted here to show what they include and complimentary gifts associated with them. Be sure to look at this table to have your point of reference, while Super, Mega, and Giga packages are also receiving a decrease of complimentary shares as well as depicted on this table. On this note, I would like to thank you for your time. I wish you major profits and team growth over the coming weeks, as I am now passing the word to Natalia Arshavskaya, the member of the board of directors. Natalia Arshavskaya speaking. Good afternoon, dear colleagues and friends, and let's now continue our conference by discussing our newest VIP Club 5000 and its major benefits that the participants receive. VIP Club 5000 is a private and exclusive club for investors of Gem4me MarketSpace. An investor that has CCA10 and an invested portfolio of more than 5,000 shares can join the club and enjoy its privileges. Moreover, here are some of the exclusive advantages and privileges offered with this club. Private group with the board of directors for communicating in the Gem4me Messenger. A unique club member logo in the business center of an investor that is a participant of the club. Regular closed meetings with members of the board of directors to discuss strategy and tactics for creating and developing the application further. Closed meetings with leading developers and marketers to get familiarized with all the aspects of development and further promotion. Briefings with legal departments regarding opening bank accounts in other countries. Private meetings with realtors for properties abroad and lawyers that offer assistance in obtaining citizenship of other countries such as Cyprus, Spain, Italy, Malta, St. Lucia, and others, as well as offline meetings with the board of directors during international conferences and corporate holidays, and much more. And lastly, the very first meeting for club members was hosted on August 4th and was very profound with its results. We are very excited to see first members join us on this level of communication and be privileged to offer them opportunities of the club. We wish for many more partners to join the club soon enough in order to maximize their advantages offered by our project. And on this note, I would like to thank you for your time, and until we meet next time.